One night in 2006 changed the course of my life, but how did I meet the man who is now the father of my 3 children and the reason I live in Korea? I'm going to tell you the story today with a little help from Mr. Wright himself, but spoiler alert, it involves one magical knitting project.
Are you petting me?
I'm smoothing her hair. It was January 19th, 2006. I had finally worked up the nerve to go to a game night at a church near me. Anyway, it was a Thursday. After doing laundry at my parents' house, I went to a game night at a church near there, which I had been to once before, but it had been a couple of months because I felt so awkward. So this time I decided to take my knitting so that I could still be awkward, but doing something that made me feel more comfortable. So I got there, didn't know anybody. There was a spot on the couch that was open, so I sat down and I started knitting. I noticed instantly a cute guy in the room, and after a few minutes, I realized I was sitting next to his coat. He came to get something out of it and said hello.
I guess I was that guy.
He asked me what I was knitting, and when I showed it to him, his mind was blown. I don't have it. I was making it for a different guy, not romantic, who bought me a knitting book and a Snickers bar and told me I had to knit him something, so I did. And I don't have any pictures of it because it was 2006 and I didn't do that back then.
So I guess with the knitting project that I was so amazed by, it basically was a neon green and black striped scarf, which if you look at it from head on, it just looked like green, black, green, black, green, black. But the part that really oohed and awed, not just me, but everybody in the room, was she was just like, but there's a design in it. And we were like, what? And she goes, yeah, check it out. And when she tilted it towards the light, she had somehow in the knitting pattern hidden an alien head design inside a pattern inside the scarf itself, and we were all thoroughly impressed, and then even more impressed when she was like, yeah, it's not that difficult. That was the beginning of my start to being sold on Becca, on this very attractive lady that is now my wife.
Amazing. I was also wearing a Beatles shirt, which I would commonly wear when I knew I was going to be meeting someone, to filter out the ones who would say dumb things about how they don't like the Beatles. JP saw it and said, ooh, I love the Beatles. And I was like, okay.
Keeper.
Interesting.
That was keeper material right there.
So then I went back to feeling a little bit awkward after that exchange because I didn't know what to do afterwards. So I kept knitting. And then JP and all of his friends were playing Rook. One of the guys who was playing, I don't know, went to the bathroom or something. And so they all told me to take his place in the game. I'd never played it before, but they taught me how and I won. Well, it's a team game. I guess we won. So I was on your team.
Yeah. Should be noted that since then, Becca will not be my teammate anymore. I am maybe a little too competitive.
Pretty intense.
So we've learned over the years that we can't be Rook team partners.
Nope.
But we were able to figure out we should be life team partners.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Before I left there for the night, he asked for my phone number, which is something that people did in 2006.
In a very, this isn't going to be a date kind of way, but...
What did you say?
I said, hey, next time all of our friends and I next time we all hang out, you should come hang out with us, Becca. What's your number so I can call you?
Smooth. It was a flip phone, right?
It was, I think.
Razor.
The Razor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The next day, he left me a voicemail. He was the first of 3 guys to ask me out that day.
Becca was a hot commodity for a day.
For one day.
For one
day only.
Well, after that, you got a boyfriend.
Yeah. This guy. That's the story.
Love you. Are you introing?
It was January 9th.
You should say on January 19th.
I'm trying to be dramatic. Just look here
Mm-hmm.
and not at yourself, because it'll look like you're staring off into the corner if you do that.
Okay.
What are you doing?
You told me to look at this thing. So I'm looking at it. I had forgotten that you told me, and then in the middle of you talking, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be looking at the lens.